Hello guys, how are you all? This is your KP sir, Krishna Prakash. So, our concept through questions for environmental engineering, the fourth video we completed. Population forecasting, water demand, sources and collection of water. The most important topic in environmental. Compulsory 2 questions in any state AE, AEE, SSC, JE, BPSC, TSPSC, engineering service examination, and very importantly our GATE 1 2 mark question compulsory. So from that concept through question, the topic is quality of water today. And those who want to follow my classes in Unacademy, click on the barcode, QR code. Directly it was redirected to Unacademy special classes under my profile. So check my profile in Unacademy, and our universal code for anything in Unacademy is KP Civil. Use it to take subscription in Unacademy. Use it to join free classes, special classes. Use it to unlock free courses. Whatever it may be you want to do, you can do. If you want to join KPSR Telegram channel. So my Telegram channel name is KPSR Students. So use this to join Telegram channel to get the material, notes and other information, and the live videos, everything will be provided. So as I told, the most important compulsory 2 questions for state exam SSC JE, and most confusing topic for every student because a lot of theory and related to chemistry and biology, quality of water. So the first question, the effect of dissolved oxygen is to cause corrosion of metal. So effect of dissolved oxygen, generally excess DO in water causes metallic corrosion. So effect of dissolved oxygen given, but no information about deficit here. Turbidity, hardness, softening, those are not at all related to DO, only metallic corrosion. Deficit of DO, water turns into unsuitable, unfit for consumption. Unfit for consumption. When you can say DO deficit, less DO, very less DO less than 4 mg per liter. Aquatic organisms unable to grow, and human consumption also not suitable, unfit for consumption. Deficit DO less than 4. So excess DO greater than saturated value. DO greater than 9.2 milligram per liter, it will cause metallic corrosion. So DO required for fishes to grow, at least they need 4 ppm for fishes. They need 4 ppm for fishes. For the entire aquatic life to continue, greater than 4 ppm. For any aquatic life. For any aquatic organism, fishes, plants, water living animals, whoever it may be, greater than 4 ppm. So here only corrosion of metal, excess DO. Bacteriological examination of drinking water for E. coli. So microbiological examination for E. coli is performed because option A, they are pathogenic causing diseases. No. E. coli is not a pathogen, but it is pathogenic indicator. So their presence indicates, but not viral contaminants. Their presence indicate bacterial contaminants. So they are used as indicating organism for probable presence of pathogens. Pathogens are the disease causing microorganism. To find out whether disease causing harmful infectious bacteria exist in water or not. For that, we use a probable presence of indicator, that is E. coli. Arsenic in drinking water should not be more than. Arsenic in drinking water should not be more than 0.05 ppm. Arsenic permissible limit is 0.01 ppm. Permissible limit. So should not be more than they are asking. Always you go for permissible limit in absence of alternate source. Permissible limit in absence of alternate source. It is accepted up to 0.05 ppm. Please understand. Maximum limit is nothing but in absence of alternate source. So that it is up to, according to the code book, IS 10500. And those who want this code book IS 10500, you can WhatsApp me or Telegram me. Exactly required, because IS 10500 is a very big book. So many pages are there. Only I made 3 pages for IS 10500, which is needed for your exam point. So you can WhatsApp me or Telegram me. I will send you that IS 10500. Bacteria which can survive with or without free oxygen. Aerobic. Only in presence of oxygen is aerobic. In absence of oxygen, anaerobic. Bacteria which survive in absence without free oxygen, anaerobic. But bacteria which can survive both circumstances, both with or without free oxygen, facultative. Which of the following is not a waterborne disease? Dysentery, cholera, typhoid, malaria. Malaria is caused due to mosquito bite. And mostly we miss this word, not. How many of you missing the word not? Please tell me. So don't miss the word not. If you miss the word not, you are missing the marks. Dysentery, cholera, typhoid caused due to bacteria by waterborne disease. Dysentery, amoebic dysentery, bacterial dysentery, both are possible. Cholera, bacterial disease, typhoid, bacterial disease. Malaria due to mosquito bite, not by water. Maximum permissible color. Maximum permissible color for domestic water supply on platinum cobalt scale. You please do understand this. As per IS 10500, permissible limit in absence of alternate source for color up to 15 ppm. Permissible limit in absence of alternate source is up to 15 ppm. That is maximum. So what is the nearby answer? 20. As 15 ppm is not there, nearby answer we go for 20. One of the following is a turbidity permissible for drinking water. Turbidity permissible for drinking water. Generally it is 5 ppm. When you are going to talk in terms of range, you can accept between 5 to 10. It is as a range. If you want to select only one value, always it is 5 ppm. If you want to select range, 5 to 10. Permissible chloride limit. See guys, how many questions are coming from IS 10500 limits. These are very important for you. Permissible limit of chloride in potable water. 250 mg per liter, 250 ppm. 1 mg per liter is equal to 1 ppm. 1 mg per liter is equal to 1 ppm. So what you can say, 250 mg per liter is equal to 250 ppm. So both will come. But in exam hurry, what we will do? We are not at all going to select option B or option C. We never read. We never read option B, C. Immediately we go for option A. Tick karega chalega. But don't do that. Option A and B, very important. So both is option C. And here you can write. Here you can write permissible limit in absence of alternate source. Please check, the question is only permissible. When it is asking for permissible limit in absence of alternate source, up to 1000 ppm. What does pH value of water indicate? pH will represent acidity. If the pH is between 0 to 6.5, pH will represent alkalinity. If the pH is between 8.5 to 14, so answer is both. And 6.5 to 8.5 for water, will take it as a neutral pH. 6.5 to 8.5 for water will take it as a neutral pH. Neutral pH. E. coli test for examination of water is E. coli test, MPN test, biological test for finding water quality, all are same. Presumptive, which include 3 phases: presumptive test, confirmed test, completed test. Presumptive test and confirmed test we are going to use to identify E. coli, whether E. coli is present or absent. So when E. coli is present, you are confirming pathogens to identify pathogen. Completed test is carried out to estimate, to find most probable number, MPN value. To find out the most probable number, MPN value, you are using completed test. All 3 included in E. coli: presumptive, confirmative and completed. One of the following is not an impurity if present in water. Please read this properly. If it is present in water, most complicated question. If it is present in water, but still it is not an impurity. That is algae only. Na? Algae does not cause any harmfulness to water other than color. Algae is just a weed. It is just a microorganism and harmless, not causing any kind of disease. Fungi not present in water actually. Fungi mostly absent in water. Suspended solids is an impurity, causes turbidity. Then suspended liquids, oil and grease, causes so much impurity, total water quality is disturbed. So the impurity which is present and but does not cause anything is not an impurity. Algae is a microorganism or a impurity, does not cause anything to water, does not disturb any water. That is algae. Electrical conductivity. We studied this as specific conductivity of water to find dissolved salts concentration. Dissolved salts concentration. Because this salts consisting of positive, negative ions. So, electrical conductivity based on positive ions and negative ions, the value of electrical conductivity will be provided. If positive, negative ions are more, electrical conductivity more. Means, salt concentration is more, electrical conductivity is more. Increases with the TDS. Specific conductance of water. Directly proportional to dissolved solids concentration. Both are directly proportional. permissible limit of fluorides in drinking water. So permissible limit fluorides compulsory to be present to avoid dental cavities, must present desirable 1 ppm, acceptable or permitted permissible limit 1 to 1.5 ppm. Water is undergone defluoridization, Nalgonda technique, if fluoride concentration greater than 1.5. Fluoride concentration greater than 1.5 will cause fluorosis. Fluoride concentration less than 1 ppm is called dental cavities in children. So we must take care about fluoride quantity. It must not be higher as well as it must not be lower. Maintained properly. Desirable limit 1 ppm, permissible limit 1 to 1.5 ppm. Greater than 1.5 fluorosis. So what you need to do? Fluorosis, what you need to do? Defluoridization using Nalgonda technique. Defluoridization using Nalgonda technique. Addition of fluorine as NaF if it is lesser concentration. Fluorine less than 1 ppm. Add more fluoride as NaF. E. coli is determined to examine the quality of water. Why? Is it a pathogen? I told you already. E. coli is not a pathogen. It does not cause any viral contamination. It indicates pathogenic bacterial presence. E. coli is an organism which entered through human fecal contamination. Mode of entry of pathogenic bacteria, mode of entry of E. coli, both same. So both enters into water through fecal contamination. So it indicates presence of pathogenic bacteria. Under natural flow condition, river which is polluted. Under natural flow condition, river which is polluted will contain summer more dissolved oxygen, winter less dissolved oxygen. In summer more dissolved oxygen and winter less dissolved oxygen, because in summer growth of algae facilitate more. Algae will take sunlight, perform photosynthesis. As a result of photosynthesis, they will release oxygen. Summer, the plants surrounding the river grow well, and polluted river, algae also grown well, so that more DO in summer than winter. Maximum permissible color, already I told you, maximum permissible color 15 ppm, we discussed about it. It may be platinum cobalt scale, it may be Burgess scale, it may be Hazen scale, it may be tintometer, it may be in ppm, it may be in TCU. TCU is, you know, true color unit. True color units, TCU. TCU, true color unit. Whatever it may be, maximum is 15. Nitrite. Maximum permissible limit of nitrite content in water. Nitrite is a representative of partially degraded organic matter. Water containing partially degraded organic matter is most dangerous. Septic sewage. We can't encourage that. So we never allow nitrites in water. Its concentration is 0. Hardness of water, which is due to the presence of bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium. Hardness of water, which is due to the presence of bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium. So HCO3 bicarbonates minus combined with calcium magnesium means calcium bicarbonate, magnesium bicarbonate. CaHCO3 twice, MgHCO3 twice. Ultimately it causes CH, carbonate hardness, and the carbonate hardness is called temporary. Temporary. So blindly we go for option A. We never see option B, C, D. Please see, when you are writing a theory question, you have to see, read all options. Temporary hardness is also called carbonate hardness. Temporary hardness is also called carbonate hardness. Answer is both A and C. Easy na? But easy when you read all options given in the question. It's not easy if you are not reading all options. MPN is a count for. MPN, most probable number of whom? Of microbe, pathogen, bacteria. Finally that bacteria equal. Starch iodide test is performed to test residual iodine, bromine, chlorine, sulfates. Residual chlorine in water, when you are doing chlorination, when you are going to do chlorination, you are you are performing starch iodide test, where starch act as indicator, sodium thiosulfate act as titrant. So starch and sodium thiosulfate indicator titrant, indicator and titrant, so that they can find the concentration of residual chlorine. Starch iodide test. So for this residual chlorine we have three tests. Starch iodide test 1, please understand. Orthotoluidine test 2. For the same orthotoluidine test, residual chlorine only. Then orthotoluidine arsenate, OTA. Orthotoluidine arsenate test, what we call OTA test. Orthotoluidine arsenate, OTA test. Simple instrument for measurement of color. Spectrometer is for chemical concentration finding. We are not using spectrometer. Turbidometer is for turbidity. Nephlometer is also turbidity, C and D. Turbidity measure करने के लिए. Then tintometer is for color. Tintometer is to find out color. So see how much important the color is. How many times they are asking. Color of water for domestic supplies on standard platinum cobalt scale should not exceed 15 units. Threshold odor number for a water sample of 40 ml. Very important, diluted to standard 200 ml mixer. Standard 200 ml mixer, 40 ml is taken and it is diluted to 200 ml standard value. So how much ml is added? 160 ml. What is added? This is water sample A. This is blank distilled water sample B. What is a threshold odor number? TON, threshold odor number, A plus B by A. A is 40, B is 160, A is 40. 200 by 40, 5. 200 by 40, answer is 5. So don't take 40 plus 200 by 40 because it is diluted to 200 ml mixer. So total volume is 200 ml, initial volume is 40, 40 increased to 200. Which of the following values of pH represent strong acid? I told you already, strong acid is 2, weak acid is 5, neutral is 7, strong base is 10. So strong acid pH 2. When fluoride concentration exceeds 1.5 ppm, the disease that may be caused is, already we have written, fluoride concentration greater than 1.5, greater than 1.5, fluorosis. Nitrates in water greater than 45, and converted nitrates to nitrites, that lead to methanoglobinemia. That lead to methanoglobinemia. Polio is a viral disease. Poliomyelitis is a polioviral disease, microbial disease. Dental caries in children, fluoride concentration less than 1 ppm. Less than 1 ppm, fluoride is very, very less, dental cavities. Fluoride is higher, fluorosis. Which one of the following would contain water with maximum amount of turbidity? No doubt, it's nothing other than our primary source, river. Chemical which imparts pseudo hardness. Chemical which cause pseudo hardness. Hardness is caused due to calcium and magnesium. But they are not asking about hardness, please understand. They are asking an imaginary false hardness, pseudo, due to monovalent cations. Pseudo hardness is due to monovalent cations. What are monovalent cations? Sodium or potassium. These monovalent cations will cause pseudo hardness. That monovalent cations are only given options sodium. Given option sodium. Chalo. Permissible limit of nitrate. Please understand A. Previously we have done I. Nitrite is 0. Nitrate is 45 ppm. Permissible limit of nitrate 45. Nitrite 0. Most common cause of acidity in water. Carbon monoxide, nitrogen, hydrogen, carbon dioxide. Generally we feel that excess hydrogen in water will cause acidity. But the source of that excess hydrogen is carbon dioxide. Please understand this. Excess hydrogen, carbon dioxide from subsoil strata, deep water bodies, anaerobic bacteria in water, aquatic organisms water, water living plants respiration. Water living plants respiration, aquatic animals respiration, anaerobic bacterial respiration. So carbon dioxide getting released. Sorry, aerobic bacterial respiration. Aerobic bacterial respiration, carbon dioxide is released. And this released carbon dioxide in water reacts with water, forming H2CO3, carbonic acid. But this carbonic acid is always unstable. It breaks down into H plus HCO3 minus. So hydrogen ion concentration increases. Ultimately, this leads to acidity. In water, hydrogen ion concentration increases. That leads to acidity. But what is the source? The source is carbon dioxide. It's not directly hydrogen. Dissolved impurity. Dissolved means the impurity which is completely solubilized in water. Completely solubilized and invisible in water. Bacteria. It's not a impurity that solubilizes. It's a microbiologically visible living organism which does not solubilize. Silt, fungi. Same properties. Silt is a physical property, physical material. Fungi is a microorganism. Chemicals, dissolved impurities are chemicals. So iron is a dissolved impurity. That is going to cause dissolve. So super 30 questions completed, guys. Best 30 questions for what? Quality of water. Still, we have one more session. Total I want to give you 60. First 30 completed in one more session. One more 30 I will take. So those who are preparing for GATE and ESE, you are not preparing for state exam, SSC, no problem. Your friends, juniors, relatives, whoever, you know it now, how KP sir is teaching, how in Unacademy we are working hard, how in Unacademy we are supporting students, you know it now. Please spread our code and make students to take the Unacademy subscription using our code. And I am going to launch new plus course in Unacademy, Engineering Hydrology, from 10th November. It's a batch for 23 and 24 students, both. So, use our universal code KP Civil and also make your friends to join our Telegram channel KP SR students, so that they can enjoy the benefits from KP SR teaching. So guys, do make most of your friends to join Unacademy. Do make your KP SR to be more famous to help more students. Let's crack it, guys.